Do you want to improve at a quicker pace? Check out GITGUDRacing.com, where I'm offering the most accessible coaching sessions on the market. Now for the track guide. For turn 1, there are 3 main things that you should consider. The first one is using all the space on entry, and this is extremely important, especially in rookies where you want to build up the good habits. So in order to be fast around any corner, we want to open up the corner as much as possible. And as you notice here, that at this white line you have an extra space to the left of the white line, a bit of concrete. We must put our tire both front left and rear left to the grass. So we align ourselves not with the white line but with the grass itself, because we will open this corner a lot more and it will be easier. That's the first thing to consider. So whenever you're gonna approach it, align yourself not with the white line but with the grass, like this. So now it's very clear that I'm using all the track here. As for the braking point, I'm looking at these banners on the left, and I'm quickly looking before looking at the corner because I don't want to spend my time looking left. But as soon as I barely see this banner, the last banner, I'm gonna apply the brakes. So like right now I am braking. And the third thing for this corner is to hit that curb, that red curb, as late as possible. Like when going in the corner, if you're gonna hit it right here in the beginning, you're gonna run out of track on the exit. This is called taking an early apex. You want to take a late apex, and the later you're gonna apex, the better your exit is gonna be. So here is too early, here is too early, here is too early, here, and especially here is the place that you want to bring your car. This is the most inside part of the corner, this is the apex, and whenever you're gonna be here, you want to be at full throttle, as you can see here. So you're gonna trail brake all the way, so still holding the brakes, downshifting, holding the brakes. I add just a bit of throttle in between because I found that it was very difficult for me. I don't usually drive this car, so it was very difficult to carry the exact amount of speed into the corner, so I had to do some corrections. But ideally you will have just the brake and at the apex having the throttle. That would be the ideal way to take this corner. On the exit you can use a lot more than you think without getting an off track. So this exit is very giving with you. It's not giving you an off track so easily, so use all the space here on the exit, but bring the car immediately to the road because otherwise you're gonna take the off track. For the next corner, again, to prepare it, there are some things that we should do. Don't go directly into this curb. If you're gonna hit this curb, it's gonna bump your car more to the left. You want to be aligned with the white line on the entry of the next corner. So again, exactly like turn 1, you want to be as close as you can to the grass and having the tires on the white line. I'm braking at this compression zone, so as you notice here, the road slightly goes down a bit. Whenever I feel that I'm going down, like right now, I'm applying the brakes. And it's the same concept as the first corner. You want to hit that red curb as late as possible. So trail braking using third gear, still trailing, just adding a blimp of throttle again. Then I'm gonna meet the curb late, you see. So very, very important. Under braking, you don't want to hit this curb early. So not here, not here, not here, not here. As late as you can, it will be perfect. And I would suggest not using more of the outside than this red and white curb. It's very easy to pick an off track here, so I found that it's best to avoid it. Now going for the next corner, I brake as soon as the road straightens up. You see right now it's a crest, you're going uphill. As soon as I have a straight road, I'm applying the brakes, because you're gonna brake a lot more efficiently if you're gonna brake on a road that has not an angle like this crest around here. You're gonna have less grip braking on here. So delay your braking point as late as possible, still positioning to the white line, and here you have to hold the brakes a lot and downshift to first as soon as possible. You want to hit this is basically a double apex corner, where this is the first apex, now this is the second one, so you want to go around that red curve and then be as soon as you can on throttle, because you can use this space here, you can go as close as you can to the orange cone without picking an off track. So the whole point and the whole method to do this corner is to treat it like a double apex. Hit these curves and go tight around them so you won't cover more distance than required. And whenever you're gonna be here at this curve, you're gonna want to apply the throttle. You see in telemetry, so braking, trail braking, and then being back on throttle. This is a big straight, and as early as you be on throttle, the more time you're gonna gain. Now for the next corner, I use as a braking point this space in between these two curves. In the middle of them, I'm starting to apply the brakes, and it's just a quick brake plus a downshift to make the car turn. This is a high-speed corner, and you don't want to overslow the car. If you're gonna use second gear, that will be too slow. So a tight tap in the brake, and then let the car roll, and connect the brake with the throttle. Be as early as you can on throttle again. So going again, braking in between, slight brake, throttle, be as close as you can to these curves. So your apex is gonna be first this one around here. You want to be as close as you can to this grass, then the second one here, being as close as you can to this curb. Using all this space on the exit is gonna help you carry time, to carry speed. And now going for the next corners, these are some classical double apexes. I apply the brakes the moment that I see this curvature in the white line. Like right now you see it's going left and then it goes a bit right. Whenever I'm in the middle point where this white line change shapes around here, I'm applying the brakes. I brake and I use a downshift, and you want to be as close as you can to this curb and as close as you can to this one. Right now I'm a bit too far, so right now I'm understeering. That's because I braked too soft initially. I would suggest being as close as you can to both of them. So your focus will be being close to this curb in third gear, being close to this one in third gear. This will be a bit faster. And now we're heading to the last corner. Again, aligning the car with the white line. I'm braking close to this building with 22 on it. But I think you can brake even a bit earlier. So I would use this road sign and the building. And if you will brake, let's say 50% or 60% between them, being a bit more closer to this building with 22, you're gonna be just fine. Now, I use first gear and I have a moment of oversteer mid-corner, which made me have a gap in between inputs. So if you notice here in between the brake and the throttle, there's a gap. That's because I had this moment of oversteer because I braked a bit too late. So I think this is a corner in which you should use first gear. It will give you a lot of rotation and the RPMs will be just fine. You need to go close to this curb and cut as much as you can. And immediately, so even before going uphill, being on throttle. If you're gonna be on throttle here, this is already too late. So you should be on gas at this curve around here. You should be already on gas. Using all the curb, and then it's all about taking the shortest part by being close to white line. Again, notice that I'm cutting to the left of white line to reduce the distance even more. And in short, that's a lap of Oulton Park. I wish you a great week ahead, and I'll see you on the next one.